Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. I would like you to introduce yourself because you're going to do it a lot more better than I would do it.
Thank you so much. So thank you for having me as well. So my name is Jason. I'm originally from Zwolle, and I'm working on a startup together with my companion Freek Teunen, in which we bring the playground to the hospital bed of children, to let them escape the hospital for a while, just be like a normal child outside and play together with friends.
Nice. And why did you guys focus on children who are in the hospitals? You know, you could have done that children in schools. Mm-hmm. Not children at all, you know, maybe you could have done it in retirement house or mm-hmm. where elderly people go the last times of their lives. Why children in the hospital in particular?
Exactly, yeah, very good question. So we were looking at, okay, what are the possibilities of the virtual reality technology? As you may mention, there are a lot of possibilities. But we were looking at where can it mean the most for people at this time of being. So we were brainstorming about it, what can you do with the technology, what are current applications that exist. And we saw that, especially like talking about the adoption of a new technology, children are very eager to try out new things. And where can you find children who wants to be in another place than where they are right now? That's exactly in the hospital. So we thought that, okay, this technology can mean a lot to them. To just let them imagine and let them feel the experience of being outside while being in the hospital room. So we saw that it can mean a lot to them. It's like a very high value, and that's that's basically our decision why we choose children. But of course, there are a lot of more opportunities like for elderly. But because the technology is very new, maybe virtual reality is not the right solutions for them. Maybe they want to experience things out there, of their youth in another way. Because technology can be scary, technology can be too new for them to try, and those are things that needs more experimentation. It's really on our roadmap to bring virtual reality to them as well. But first we chose children because we can bring the playfulness to them in the hospital.
That's a very good answer actually to the question. Why did you guys focus on virtual reality to start with? Mm-hmm. Like, why virtual reality?
So first, like, it's our passion. Freek and I are really like technology enthusiasts, and especially in VR, because like giving someone experience to be somewhere where they're actually not is great. And we really saw developments of the new technology, which took a rapid growth, especially with the Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive, and we saw like the opportunity of using this technology in a cheap way in the future, because like 4 or 5 years ago it was too expensive to use, and now you have the portable heads like the Oculus Go, which are pretty cheap to buy and also therefore usable in hospital environments. And of course you can distract people in multiple ways. You can play a game together, just a board game, but the goal and the whole purpose of virtual reality is like putting those glasses on and forget everything what's around you. And that's why we chose technology of virtual reality in hospital environments, so we can really give children this feeling to be somewhere else and just experience those happy feelings in the best way possible. So, because when they put the headset on, they also have a headphone on, and they escape their room fully. And therefore, we think that virtual reality is the best solution to bring this opportunity.
Have you tried to go to one of the hospitals or try this yet or not?
So I think this already started some 2 years ago. We started the company, and in the meanwhile, we tested with several children in hospitals. But first, we tried at children at elementary schools and high schools, because like they say around here, a child is a child. He just wants to play. There's not really a real difference between a sick child and a healthy child. The only difference is that they are maybe not able to do what they would like to do. But they don't differ in what they like or not.
That's true.
So we first tried it out in elementary and high schools before we moved to the hospital area. So that was our first validation, because then we could also try out different protocols, the different use situation children would like, and then we moved to the hospitals, and we saw that the impact of our application was even way bigger in hospitals. What we expected also a little bit, because they could escape their room for a while, while the children in school were just in school and they could go outside whenever they wanted. So that's what we try with the children hospitals, and we got like comments like, it feels like I'm dreaming when they put the headset on. They even try to set up their own games in the environment, because that's really the goal of Playground VR. We want to bring a game to them without feeling it like being in a game.
Yeah.
Because we want the children to be creative themselves and not to have a start or game over session.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
if you go and play outside, you just grab some sticks and our swords, you can play a sword fight together.
Yeah.
And there's like no start or game over. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I hit you,
Yeah.
and then we say it's over. But the great thing is the children decide it on their own. And that experience we also want to bring in virtual reality, in which we have, for example, sticks laying around or balls, and you can say, okay, wait, we're gonna try to put all the balls as soon in the river as possible.
Yeah.
Who the first one does wins. And there's no rule which we made before, because the imagination of children is so big, even way beyond our imagination.
Yeah.
They can think of games we don't think of. So giving them this opportunity of freedom to think of their own games makes the game even better, because they
Wow.
feel like they're in control.
Yeah. I can imagine. That's really beautiful what you guys are doing for the children, and how you guys brought your VR passion to help children. And can you maybe share a child's story in particular? He had maybe in one of the hospitals that he had a disease or something that you want to share, story to kind of like maybe inspire other children here or listening, or maybe parents of children in the hospital. You know.
Yeah. One particular story that I remember all the time when I think of those things is like a child, this boy who was like I think 14 years old, even like outside our target group, because our target group is like 6 to 11. If our children, our virtual playground is very childish designed,
Yeah.
so easy forms and easy colors.
Yeah.
So we thought maybe 14-year-olds even too old for application. But this boy, he was already in the hospital for I think 3 weeks, and he was there together with his dad. And the application of Playground VR, this situation gave it a lot of different meaning, because the boy tried our application and he didn't play together with another child, he played together with his dad.
Nice.
So, and his dad was really new to the technology. So the boy, he felt like, okay, I know how this works, I can explain it to my dad, you know, giving him control, empower him while he was in his hospital bed, like, I can do this, I can explain this to my dad. And so they played together for a while, they threw over some balls, and we really had to like pull them out. So, okay, game session is over, next one to try. But it was really interesting to see that even at older ages, our game was able to connect people. Because like the dad and the son live in two whole different worlds. Like the son watches YouTube videos, he plays games, and it's very hard for parents to understand what their child is doing, what he or she likes. You see it nowadays, because like technology goes so fast. It's like, what are you doing today? I don't get it. Please explain it to me, but I will probably forget it tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
But seeing them playing together was really cool, because like it strengthened the bond between father and son.
Yeah.
And then we also gave them a very good time. So that's like not the original use case we thought of Playground VR. It was really interesting to see that, okay, this is also an opportunity and helps.
I think like not only is that helping the child to kind of spend this, you know, sad time in the hospital, horrible, painful sometimes for many children, but also to help the connection between parents and children. Have parents expressed their feelings about the VR games that you guys providing? Did they share how they felt about it when they saw their child very happy and forgetting about sickness even for 1 second? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
What did they say when they?
Yeah, what you say it like perfectly. The end goal, what parents want in hospital, is that their child feels good.
Yeah.
And if you can do that in a safe and funny way, it's even better. You know, 'cause you can put children, let them play Fortnite, or let them play Call of Duty, like a more shooter game. The end goal, what parents want, especially when the child is sick, is to just see them happy, and they just play the game when you're happy. It's fine. And if you can, what I just said, like experience a child a fun experience while also playing a responsible game.
Yeah.
So it's like it's improving their creativity, their social abilities, and also lowers the stress, it's even better. So we saw that parents find it hard to understand what's exactly going on.
Yeah.
That's the age difference, the gap. They were really enthusiastic about it, and
like
they
they
really wanted
liked
to try it as well to see what makes
going
their
on.
child so happy.
Nice. And can you maybe say or not what kind of diseases do these children have? Can you say that or not?
Yeah, it depends on the hospital where you are. Sometimes children need to do checkups,
Okay.
just to check whether their blood levels are right. Sometimes there are children with broken arms, broken legs, which are laying in a while for the hospital. Sometimes also more surgeries which they need to undertake in the hospital.
Yeah.
Or for example, children with cancer who need
Yeah.
to stay there for a very long time. It depends on the type of hospital, the type of child. What we see is like our solution, the playground, is especially valuable for children who are in the hospital longer.
Period. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. For example, for children who have like a broken leg or just need to check their blood levels checked, it's nice distraction for a while. Okay, we go to the hospital and get to play PlaygroundVR as well
Nice.
for a little bit. But for the children who are longer in hospital, the effect seems to be higher.
Yeah.
Because they really miss playing outside
Exactly.
and they just can't go out of their room really easily.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine.
we think we see that difference around about a week, for example,
Yeah.
and increasing.
I like that. For children with especially cancer, this is really could be something valuable for them. And also maybe children who have to do something painful, and then they can play this game
Yeah.
while putting
Exactly.
the
For example, injections.
Injection,
Yeah, that's like the worst. You know, when you were a child, I was like, I don't want to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
And there's a great application which is already available right now. It's called VR Vaccine, if I'm right, and it connects a hero story in the virtuality classes together with the process of getting a needle injected.
Nice.
So it's a story about a city which is in danger, and the child is the hero who can only help the city. And it can help the city with activating a special superpower, and that power is activated by putting a stone on your left arm, exactly where the needle is. You know, so they're synchronizing the process of the injection with the virtual reality story,
Nice.
and you see like children are not crying anymore. They're like, oh, this was it. Like, okay, can I go
am
again?
brave.
Can I go again?
I can do this.
Exactly.
Or also this could go for dentists.
Dentist, same.
Yeah, you just
Exactly.
like put this on and just watch.
You can make everything a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and I won't say like virtuality is the solution for everything. But of course, if you use it in a responsible way, it can give a lot of good things.
Have you ever seen the movie Player One?
Totally.
Yeah.
I think it
What
was
do you
maybe
think
the
about
first. This is the first day it premiered. We're like, okay, we need to see it.
Yeah. What did you think about it? Do you think now I want to talk about how the world feel about virtual reality? You have so many people who are scared that we going to become one day, in that world of Player One. I know it's crazy and probably not in our lifetime, but now you see people everywhere in the train, and it's like I am included. It's like this. Sometimes I'm just trying to get work done while I'm in the train. Even sometimes walking because I'm like gonna tell a friend I need to do this, and so we are down all the time. If this is like phones did this, what about something that we can just wear and we can just go whatever, even easier? So what do you think about that? What do you think that virtual reality is going to change our lifestyle? When phones came, we were like, I don't need it, but now we cannot live without it.
Exactly. Yeah, I can still remember a commercial of KPN, which was in 1999, I believe. And everybody said like, mobile phone. I don't want to be connected all the time. I just have my phone at home, and people can call me when I'm home, and when I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah.
So that's just 18 years ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Things develop so fast. And I think that's the same with virtual reality, because now we look strange at people who wear a headset in a train.
Yeah.
I tried it once. People were like, what are you doing, They were like...
You tried it with the...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just put it on the train. And people were like, what's this guy doing? It's very strange. But I think we can get to some kind of level where this is accepted.
Yeah.
And people see it really as an extension, or maybe relaxation even. If you want to, people also have, for example, if you need to travel from Rotterdam to Eindhoven, it's an hour. if you have a very stressful life, you want your train ride to be bless you,
Thank you.
to be a very relaxed. Nowadays we do that with AirPods.
Yeah.
Put the music on, you close your eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's even better to put a VR glass on, so
Yeah.
you're totally out of the train. You can do some kind of mindfulness
Yeah.
and just be relaxed when you get home or get to your work. So that's really interesting. But I believe you're right. Like with we need to take a responsible way in this. Like what is still healthy for
I like it. I think that what I okay. So I had a friend who's working at VR, but he's doing it more of e-learning, and then he's doing it for companies who who have jobs that has to do with learning. So where employee is gonna leave a company. Before he leaves, usually he gives like a 3 months training session for the second employee to come.
Yeah.
And with his VR mission is to kind of not have that period. So the ex-employee can leave the company,
Yeah.
and the learning of everything can be done through the VR. And we were talking about this. That he's doing augmented reality, so AR and VR. I believe that there should be a time where we're just gonna put these glasses, but it could be like not very big, but like just normal glasses, where we can see the real reality, but also augmented reality, because I can just call someone while I am looking and read my messages, and I can see the red light, right? Instead of this, I can actually, my head is up, so I can see cars.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm reading my messages.
Exactly.
I'm responding to. I could be responding like this, right? I can see maybe instead of me like that. And I think it's a lot safer if we think about it. VR and AR could further our safety even more. But I'm not against it whatsoever. I'm with it. I'm with this technology. But I feel some people are saying like these skeptics or cynics, like we don't know. We're gonna do. Look, we're not ever gonna do that. You know? For those people, what is your message to them who don't believe it? The cell phone people. No, they
don't believe in
it.
I think what's really needed is to like have more information on virtual reality. Like if you have like a new technology, people who don't know about technology, they get scared really quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's something new, it's something strange. Basically, we humans don't like change. We want to be in our comfort zone and do this our regular daily habits, and just live our lives. Like changing something, maybe it's in your working environment, maybe it's in your personal lives, is a huge effort.
Yeah.
So we need to inform people better on the possibilities of VR.
Yeah.
And that's both connected with the developments of the technology.
Yeah.
So we now see like with the things like the Samsung Gear VR, you can experience virtual reality on your phone.
Yeah.
Or the Oculus Go, that you can just buy a portable headset. That really helps to it. It gets more accessible.
Yeah.
And for example, you see it also with the cardboards. Programs like The Voice of Holland in the Netherlands. You can experience sitting in the jury chair and just turn your chair around, and people are like, whoa, that's really cool. And like showing them those quick wins, like showing them what the technology can offer to them. That's really important in adoption. But also I want to put a little counter message on it as well. You should told like it's good if you have AR, for example, on your sideway on the road. Companies continuously want to grab your attention. If you have like, for example, those AR glasses on your head, they can control your sight. If they can pop up a notification, they can pop up a billboard, etc., etc., etc. And that's the question: do we really want this? How can we use it in a responsible way? So that's it's the same with AI. Exactly, the technology offers great possibilities, but we need to watch out what we're doing with it and make sure it's for a good cause. And coming back to the movie of Ready Player One by Steven Spielberg, it's great. I really love it a lot. I wouldn't say no to a situation like that, like having a suit and the VR glass on to really experience a virtual environment. That's because I'm really passionate about it. It's like I want to know how that feels like to be somewhere else. And at the end, I think we will go to that get that kind of life in some way. I wouldn't say it will be the life in the future, but it will happen. Definitely. There are already suits, there are already headsets, and we will see how it's like to live a virtual life where people can escape and be someone else. And how do you say that? Generate your own identity. For example, we see in the movies, a person who was a boy in the virtual environment was actually a girl in real life. And when they met, they were like, wait a minute, that's not how it was. But you can really be yourself in virtual reality. You don't have to be ashamed of anything. Which has very positive side. You need to be responsible and use it.
I can imagine that. No, you made a very valid point with that companies usually want to grab your attention in any possible way, right? With so many information is going on, and now they can control this. I have not thought about that. Honestly. All right, so maybe back to you. You just mentioned just now before the interview that you are a musician on the side. I like to talk to musicians. I have a lot of musician friends. And I believe that playing music can make you think differently than other people. You know, you use part of your brain where normal people don't use. What got you into music? And if you talk about what kind of music you play, what kind of instruments, and what drawn you to it?
Yeah. So first, I think like already from the beginning, I'm a very curious person. I like to try out a lot of different things, but the music. I really must thank my parents for that, because they, like, at a really young age, they put me in music lessons. They were like, just try it out, and I didn't like it all the time. But I'm so grateful that they just put me on those lessons and kept me pushing to learn new things, because it has so many advantages if you learn to play an instrument. One of the main things is that it develops your brain. You need to do a lot of different things at once. For example, I played the guitar and I sang also. It's like training your muscles and brain to do two different things at once, singing together with it. It's like when you already do this at a very young age, it has a lot of advantages when you get older. So that's a fact. Music is good for your development. And inside, it's like to kind of escape sometimes. You can just get your guitar, play some music and relax. So that's what kept me going. I tried a while to be a professional musician, so we played at some radio shows and we had our own concerts at Podia. So that was like, kind of bucket list thing for me. But then I thought like, I just go back to writing my own songs and just get the value out of music, what I really liked, because the music industry is very, very hard.
I know, to make it out is very hard, but you could still do it on the side.
Of course,
gigs, on the weekends.
Just
why not?
try it out and just. The most fun thing is to do it, for example, at family parties. You just grab a guitar, sing all together, and it gets a really good atmosphere. So I'm really grateful that I can play some instruments, and we could recommend everybody to just pick a guitar, pick whatever you like. You like trumpet, saxophone, maybe drums, whatever suits you.
Do you have anything out on YouTube or anything?
I have some things on Spotify.
Okay, cool.
It's like it's my full name is Jason Fredrick. You can look it up. It's nothing special, but just like to get something out and to put some music online. Check it out with my band.
I will definitely check it out. I'm gonna even link it.
Very good. It's very fun.
Okay, so where do you see the virtual reality play or playground going? The VR playground going? You know, in the next 10 years.
10 years. That's a long period. But it's good.
It's gonna go like that.
It's good to have a vision, of course. So what we like, our first goal is to get this to the hospitals. Because we now do pilot tests. We want to have a standalone product on itself, just in the hospitals. And besides the virtual playground, we're working on a VR platform for hospitals to use VR. To get the boundaries away. It's just that they have the headset, they have the cleaning equipment, and they have a platform which contains software. That's what we're also working on the site. So that's a really important part next to playground. So we want to have this ready fall 2019. So in coming months. That's very important. And then it's just how far can we get it? Of course, talking about the virtual playground, we would love to have because now the prototype is very small. You saw it.
It's really
you
cool.
can play. Thanks.
You can pick up stuff.
Yeah,
and
you
throw
can pick up
it,
stuff.
like-
Yeah. So that's our prototype, just to get people the feeling of like, how does it feel to be in a virtual playground, to validate our concept.
Yeah.
We would really like to make it bigger.
Yeah.
For example, Second Life, for example, the
Nice.
application to have a bigger environment, more things to do, customize your character better, and just make it a space to hang out for children and which you also feel comfortable with,
Yeah.
because they get to know it. Because what for example would be very, very wonderful, I think, is that because I first see playgrounds only in healthcare. I think there it's the most valuable thing,
Yeah.
because we don't want to keep children inside. For example,
Yeah.
we could also release it on the App Store easily. People would play it, but then people would stay inside instead of playing outside. That's not what we want. We want to give children the opportunity to go outside when they cannot. You know?
Nice. I like
So maybe it would also be interesting for children who are at home all the time, they can't go outside. That's cool, but not healthy children and let them stay inside. That's not our main goal.
I like
So-
that you have a vision of what you want children to do. This is awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, and what we would love to see, we do it locally now. So hospital has five classes, and the children can play together under guidance of a nurse.
Nice.
And what we would like to see is like connect children in different hospitals with each other. So, for example, you have the an hospital in Groningen, a hospital in
Nice.
Rotterdam,
That's nice.
and just connect them with each other and let them share stories. For example, if they have the same disease, what they're going through. But what we see with children is that they don't really mind who they're talking to. It's just also we see it in other virtual games, is that they get along pretty well, mostly everybody.
Yeah.
Of course, you need to watch them now and then.
Yeah.
Don't get bullied, etc. But most children get along very well, and they don't really care what they're talking to. So it would be really nice to connect those children and see how that goes. But that's way in the future, because we got way more issues if we want to do that, like ethically and just
Yeah.
also technology-wise.
Yeah. No, I
That's
love it.
very nice, and also
I-
we would love to expand to to internationally, for example, to Belgium, Germany, and also Middle East. It would be very cool.
Nice. I love the idea of connecting children who facing the same thing. This one makes them feel that they're not alone,
Mhm.
which is really awesome. Because now you have it, with the PlayStation or Xbox, which you talk. So I think it's doable,
Yeah.
definitely. But I love the idea of connecting children together. Okay, so how do people find you if they want to know
Mhm.
more about VR Playground or know more about you or find
Yeah.
your music? How would they reach you?
Yeah, so if you want to know more about Playground VR, just check our website. It's playgroundvr.nl.
Okay.
You can also search via LinkedIn. So my name is Jason van Eunen, or also my companion Freek Teunen. We're really active on the platform, so if you want to reach out, we always reply within 2 days. And if you want to know more about the concept, we would love to schedule a phone call or just to really let you experience virtual reality, because that's really important. You know,
Yeah.
you need to. We can explain it to you,
Yeah.
but you need to experience. What it's like.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
often if people approach us, we can go to the hospital or go to whatever place we want and show us our solution.
Alright.
So that's the main thing. How you can research just via our website, email, call us. It doesn't matter. We answer.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much. You have been a delightful guest.
Thank
You
you,
were
too.
amazing, and I wish you all the best of luck to Playground VR and your music career as well. Don't
Thank you.
stop it. I
Thank
think
you.
it's cool to have something, to have fun on the side. And if you want to play, I know Rotterdam very well, so I can
Yeah,
get
very
you
nice.
some gigs.
That's really cool. Thanks.
I have a lot of musician friends, and you can be part of like jam sessions or.
Sounds
If
awesome.
you click.
Always be open
right?
for new
Yeah.
things, right? Be curious and
Exactly.
work.
That's it. Thank you so much. You have
Thank
been
you.
amazing. I
Really?
don't have my shake on.
Otherwise we could connect, right? Yeah, exactly.
I'll go get it now. But yeah.
Very cool.
Thanks
Thank
a
you so
lot.
much.
Anytime.